Most people don't realize how transparent they are. Their face reveals everything. Their tone exposes their insecurity. Their body language broadcasts their emotions. Before they speak, others already know what they feel. Being easy to read is not honesty. It is lack of control. It means your internal world is open to anyone who knows how to look. And in a world where attention and influence matter, this makes you vulnerable. People who are hard to read are not mysterious by accident. They have trained emotional discipline. They have learned to keep their inner world private, not to deceive. It's to protect their energy. A strong mind does not leak constantly. It reveals by choice. When you are easy to read, people predict you. They know when you're nervous, sense when you want approval. They feel when you are uncertain. And without intending to, you give away your leverage. The goal is not to become cold. The goal is to become composed, to choose when to reveal, to choose when to speak, to choose when to react. The first step to becoming hard to read is mastering the neutral face. Most people wear their thoughts on their face. Surprise, disapproval, anxiety, excitement, all appear instantly. Practice a calm, resting expression. Relax the forehead, soften the eyes, release the jaw. Let your face become still when you're not speaking. Not stiff, just neutral. This alone changes how people perceive you. They stop assuming they know what you feel. The second step is slowing your responses. Fast reactions expose inner emotion. A delayed response suggests reflection. When someone speaks to you, pause for a brief moment before replying. Let the words land. Let silence exist. Then answer. This pause makes you appear thoughtful, controlled, grounded, not reactive. The third step is reducing unnecessary explanations. Most people explain too much when nervous. They justify, they defend, they overshare. Speak only what is needed. Say less, mean more. When you stop explaining yourself excessively, others stop seeing your insecurity. Silence becomes part of your communication. The fourth step is controlling nervous movements, tapping fingers, shifting weight, touching face, adjusting clothes. These movements signal internal unrest. Become aware of your body. Let your hands rest. Let your posture stay steady. Let your movements be intentional. Stillness is one of the strongest signals of inner control. The fifth step is managing vocal tone. A shaky voice, rising pitch, rushed speech all reveal emotion. Slow your speech slightly. Lower your tone a bit. Speak from the chest, not the throat. Allow brief pauses between sentences. Your voice becomes an anchor. People listen differently. The sixth step is limiting emotional leakage. You don't need to express every thought or feeling instantly. When something irritates you, notice it without displaying it. When something excites you, enjoy it without broadcasting it. When something hurts you, process it privately first. This is not repression, this is timing. You choose when emotion is shared. The seventh step is mastering eye contact. Too little shows insecurity. Too intense shows aggression. Hold eye contact comfortably. Relax your gaze. Blink naturally. When you finish speaking, let your eyes rest without rushing away. This creates presence without exposure. The eighth step is listening more than you speak. When you talk less, people learn less about your internal world. When you listen more, you gain information. Listening shifts power quietly. You observe, you understand, you decide when to reveal. Silence is not absence, it is strategy. The ninth step is controlling your digital expression. Oversharing online makes you easy to read in real life. Constant updates reveal mood patterns, habits, insecurities. Share less. Post with intention. Keep parts of your life private. Mystery in the digital age is rare and powerful. The 10th step is emotional self-regulation. When you feel something strongly, pause, breathe, let the emotion settle before action. You do not deny emotion. You simply refuse to be driven by it instantly. This creates stability. Stability is magnetic. At first, practicing these steps feels artificial. It's like acting, like pretending. But control always feels artificial before it becomes natural. Over time, your nervous system adapts. Your default state becomes calmer. Your baseline expression becomes neutral. Your reactions slow automatically. You don't have to think about it anymore. It becomes identity. People begin to describe you differently. Hard to figure out. Calm/centered, mature. They stop assuming. They start respecting. Not because you seek power, but because you stop leaking yourself everywhere. Being hard to read does not mean being distant. It means being deliberate. When you finally speak, people pay attention. When you finally show emotion, it carries weight. Your presence gains gravity. This also protects you from manipulation. People who manipulate rely on reading reactions. When reactions are controlled, manipulation loses grip. You become harder to push, harder to provoke, harder to corner. And this gives you freedom. Freedom to choose how to respond, not be forced into reactions. In daily life, this looks simple. A calm face in a tense meeting, a slow reply in an argument, quiet smile instead of nervous laughter, a brief answer instead of a long justification, small behaviors, big signal. The world is loud. Most people are broadcasting themselves constantly. Becoming harder to read makes you stand out without trying. Not by demanding attention, but by attracting curiosity. People lean in toward calm centers. The ultimate purpose of this practice is inner stability. When your internal world is not constantly displayed, it becomes easier to manage. It's easier to understand, easier to grow. You start knowing yourself more clearly because you are not performing yourself constantly. This is where confidence becomes quiet, where discipline becomes natural, where willpower becomes invisible. You don't need to announce strength, you simply live it. And over time, life becomes less chaotic. Fewer arguments, fewer regrets, fewer emotional messes. Because you are not reacting blindly anymore, you're choosing. This is the power of not being easy to read, not to hide, but to govern yourself. Practice one element today. Soften your face, slow your reply. Say less, move less, pause longer. One change. Tomorrow, another. Over time, your presence changes, and the world responds differently. We continue tomorrow.